In this video, we're gonna find out if you should get the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid or the RAV4 Hybrid. All right, let's start with the size and practicality as well as storage space, because this one has a power lift kit because the XSE, it's really well equipped at $36,000. But with all the seats flat, which you can do by kind of reaching in here and kind of pushing these back, you get up to 25 cubic feet of storage space. This one does have the all-weather floor mats, which is nice, the JBL sound system, as you can see here. And if you look to the right, you'll see a nice little cubby, this little shelf here, which is pretty interesting and a nice little touch, not gonna lie. But you do get less cubic feet back here, less like raw storage space compared to the RAV4. So that's probably the biggest deciding factor you're gonna have to make when picking one over the other. But aside from that, let's hop under the hood and talk differences as far as powertrain goes. All right, so going under the hood, the big thing I wanna compare is the hybrid powertrains. This one has Toyota's 5th generation hybrid system. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder hybrid that gets 38 miles per gallon in the city, 45 in the highway, 42 combined. Whereas the RAV4 has a 2.5-liter hybrid system that gets 38 miles per gallon in the city, 41 in the highway, and 40 combined. So you're gonna get 2 miles per gallon better on the Corolla Cross, way better city MPG. And this one makes 196 horsepower. I believe the RAV4 makes a little more. I'll put the number right here because I don't remember it offhand, but I think the big reason people get this isn't because there's like a big performance deficiency with these vehicles. They have decent passing power and good enough for daily driving. It's really just the MPG that's gonna make someone sway one way or the other. So if you're more of a city driver, consider the Corolla Cross over the RAV4 Hybrid. And with that, let's hop inside and see the main differences you get in the interior. Okay, so this is where you're really gonna see large deviations compared to the RAV4. And let's start with the touchscreen over here. So this comes standard with an 8-inch touchscreen. It has wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It also has Toyota's latest connected software and infotainment system. So it's very modern, very nice, but it is small and you do get a lot of bezel. On the RAV4, you have the option between an 8-inch touchscreen and a 10-inch touchscreen if you want. So it depends on how you equip that. So you have the versatility there. This is the largest screen you can get on the Corolla Cross. But continue on to these seats over here. They are leather, they're heated. All you can get is heated leather seats. That's kind of where it tops out, as we're seeing here on the XSE model. But it's got this nice little, stitching with a nice little checkerboard striping over here, as you can see. It is nice. They are very comfortable, but the more elevated interior experience is gonna be on the RAV4. On the dash, you do get these harsher, not hard plastics, but like this molded material with the, fake stitching. The dual zone climate is a nice touch. You don't get the very beefy knobs that you do get on the RAV4, but they function and they're simple and very intuitive and easy to use. Coming down here, you have 2-stage high and low for your heated seats, which is a nice touch. USB-C, which is very modern on the Corolla Cross, as opposed to the RAV4, which I believe still operates on USB-A. Going down here, Qi wireless charger, which is nice, but also just functions as a nice little storage compartment if you don't get the wireless charger. Your drive mode selector is going to be down here with your pure EV mode, and then you have your automatic transmission control for that CVT right there. Going down here, you have your parking brake, brake hold, 2 cup holders, and then center console storage space, which is small. It's not like, it doesn't feel too premium. This has like a leather cover with nice stitching on it, but it's nothing really like, game changing as far as this goes. Coming up top here, you do get a small moonroof. You can't get panoramic sunroofs on any of them. Rumor has it the new, 2025 RAV4 is gonna come out later this year. We'll wait and see what that's like if you're in the, the waiting game, but I wouldn't, hold my breath on any of that stuff if you're looking to get one soon. Up here, you get all your, switch gear for your lights when the door opens, and then your toggles for your your moonroof controls. And with that, let's hop into the driver's side and see what you get from my perspective. All right, going on to the driver's side, let's talk door panel here. It is pretty simple, pretty basic with, your simple door card. As far as switchgear goes, all windows are auto up and down, which is nice to see. You have your child lock for your windows, unlock, and then your window controls over here. You do get a nice door pocket, which is nice to see for your bottle, and then just some stuff right there. This one, like I said, has the JBL sound system, so you get the speaker grill over here. It'll be there regardless, but this has the JBL system, so it's a little nicer. Going on the steering wheel, it's just a leather wrap steering wheel. No heated functionality, but you get all your buttons here for your menu controls on that center screen right here, which is nice. Gives you good infotainment, it gives you good information right there, and you can customize that to whatever menu you like. And then because it has Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, you do get your adaptive cruise control, pre-collision assist. You also get rear cross traffic alert, which is nice to see. If you come up top here, you can see the paddle shifters to control the CVT. I mean, it's nice to have that level of engagement. They're catering the hybrids more towards the sporty, so it has S, SE, and XSE. And so you notice the blacked out badging, which we'll see on the outside when we get to that. But coming down here, You have your auto high beams. These have the auto leveling and dynamic headlights, which is nice. You have your, you can control the dimness for your center gauge cluster, your power lift gate right here, and then your fuel cap right there. Going down as far as design goes, this has a nice Corolla cross over here. This has the all-weather floor mats, which also say Corolla cross, but again, if you want to get some aftermarket ones, I don't think you'll miss the badging. But with that, let's hop onto the second row and see what you get there. I'm gonna fold up these seats because we did have them down and hop back here. Sitting behind myself, which I was sitting pretty comfortably, you do get good legroom. They did a good job of really maximizing second row space and utility. Solid. You do not get a mat back here, like a pocket. You do get a pocket over here. So that is kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I wish they had added that. But let's look at the door panel here real quick and work our way in. You do have a nice built-in cup holder into the door. That's a nice touch. But aside from that, you just have your window control, your door handle with your lock, nice padded armrest here, and then your door handle to close it right there. But let's look at these seats here. You do get to stick your hand in here to get the fold-out armrest, which is nice and padded with 2 cup holders. And one thing I'm actually really happy to see is vents in the center. Not all cars include this, even in 2024. And it's good to see that this has that. And then it's be hard for you to see it down here, but you get USB-C ports back here, which is a really nice touch. People in the back to charge up quickly. I really appreciate that. Aside from that, you get a nice little dome light handles here. And the nice thing is you do get the same treatment on these seats. They're not heated. You get the same insert right here for that nice little checker pattern with that striping, which is cool to see. But with that, let's talk exterior design and see how it compares to that of a RAV4. All right, so the color, it's kind of up to you. You can change whatever color you want. This is the acid blast paint job. I'm not a huge fan, but because it's got that XSE treatment, everything's blacked out, which they did a good job of. Starting with the center here with that Toyota badge, instead of grills, you get a blocked out paint matched portion up here. And then down here, it's not entirely functional, but you do get functional vents for as much cooling as the hybrid system needs. Toyota engineers, I trust them. They do a pretty good job making this stuff. So I think they put just enough vents. You don't need more than that on the front grille. Lower portion is flat plastic, so it's pretty simple. It'll be cheap to replace. It's kind of how I look at it. But coming down here onto your LED headlights, very nice daytime running light system with your auto leveling and dynamic, swiveling headlights. You see it really nicely at night when you're driving as you turn the wheel, which is cool. And then coming down here, you get that black, you get that gloss black accenting that houses your LED fog light right there, which is super cool. Compared to a RAV4, you're gonna see that's more angular, more boxy, more rugged and adventurous, versus this is more of a city vibe, more soft, more curvaceous, I guess is the word. But yeah, if we come around the side here, you'll notice you do get on your over fender, flat, matte black plastic, and then this one has an 18-inch wheel package, and these tires are 225/55 R18s. The engine does power the front wheels through that CVT, but when we come around the back, we'll show you that there's an electric motor. We can't show you that actually. There's an electric motor that powers the rear wheels because this is an all-wheel drive, and more specifically, it's an all-wheel drive system. So when you're in that pure EV mode, it's that electric motor purely powering the rear wheel. So technically it's rear wheel drive in that point, but that's cool to have versus the architecture on a RAV4 hybrid, which is the electric motor paired with the engine powering the front wheels, unless you get the all-wheel drive, and that's a very different architecture. So keep that in mind when comparing the two vehicles from a powertrain standpoint. But let's talk about the design we just passed over here. Acid Blast paint gets you the two-tone color option. So the roof's gonna be blacked out, and on this one, they were nice enough to equip us with some roof rails, which is cool. So you can see what level of practicality you can add to the Corolla Cross. Add a box on there, add some skis, a bike, whatever you need, you can use that with the versatility on this vehicle. So I like to see that. Simple chrome on the mirror surrounds. I wish it was more of a black, surround up top here, but it does break up the two-tone really nicely. They put Corolla Cross badging right here, which is cool. They're really proud of the branding of this vehicle. I'm not gonna blame them. It's a nice way to never forget what car you got. But look at the the nice little molding they have into the door here. It kind of gives you a nice wide fender appearance. Not saying it's GR Corolla wide, but it's still wide that it feels like it's athletic. It feels kind of bold. Oh, even there's another Corolla Cross on the taillight. I didn't even see that until now. But coming around the back here, the rear is pretty simple. You get your nice LED taillights, XSE hybrid badging right there. Go back, flat plastic, which is nice because it's gonna get bumped on when you're moving in and out, moving out of objects. And they didn't forget to put Corolla Cross badging right there. But they break it up nicely with this gloss black and then more flat black plastic down there. Again, they didn't skimp out on the black badging. Black Toyota badge here, black Corolla Cross badging. It's very consistent, and I like that they did that. Continuing on top to the glass here, you do get a rear wiper, which is a nice touch, and then you do get a nice stubby deck lid spoiler. It doesn't really stick out much more, just kind of it's lifted up. You don't get any depth in there, so yeah, not bad at all back here. But again, this is all subjective. If you like the looks of the RAV4 because it has that wider stance, that overall larger profile, that's kind of gonna be your deciding factor when comparing these two. But then the biggest thing, guys, is the price. This one, like I said earlier, tops out at $36,000. The RAV4 sits at a higher price level and can go up into the 40s, depending if you go hybrid, conventional hybrid, or the Prime, which is a way more beefier hybrid setup, even compared to this, with more power, more pure EV range, dedicated EV range, and that plug-in charger capability. But again, let me know what you guys think. Which one would you guys go? Corolla Cross Hybrid, RAV4 Hybrid, in the comment section. If you guys have any questions about this specific vehicle, drop them in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer them. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.